Morning, morning. Just a Caribbean greeting. Just coming from St. Croix, Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, and I have arrived at Tampa Airport. That's home for me. And I just want to share the last 12 to 24 hours with you all, just to really explain how the divine works versus how our brain is trained to think, and how we need to redirect our thoughts for our own sake, our own mental health and wellness. And not be so fixed on any particular narrative, but be flexible instead. So this word was on my heart, on my spirit, on my mind, and the synergy between the 2 and 3. So I missed my flight on Tuesday. It's Sunday now. Missed my original flight on Tuesday with Frontier, flying out of St. Croix with a layover in Puerto Rico and then on to Tampa. And without delving too deep into the missed flight, I don't know if I heard the last call for San Juan, and just what was I thinking? San Juan, Tokyo, Japan? I guess I was listening for Puerto Rico, but I wasn't meant to catch that flight, and ultimately didn't. So rescheduled for Sunday. And I just want to explain to you how imperative it is to keep your eyes and your ears open, because while I caught my flight yesterday, today's Monday now, but while I caught my flight on Sunday, everything was smooth. Even with the quick layover in Miami, I was glad to at least lay over in Miami rather than Puerto Rico and risk getting stuck in Puerto Rico. So I load the plane, and my first flight, there's a woman sitting next to me, and has her book open to a particular chapter. First of all, I'll explain to you how I witnessed it, so you get not firsthand, because that's my that's my perspective, but at least secondhand knowledge and perspective of what is, without being too caught up, wound up in the narrative or the day-to-day coming and going, but having precision vision and your eyes catching all the keys, the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities that are here to help guide us. You know, if we're attentive to our surroundings, if we're not just self-aware but aware of our surroundings as well. But her book is open to the chapter, Trust God's Timing. And I already do. Don't get me wrong. I was frazzled. I was distraught whenever I missed my first flight, because I've never missed a flight in my life. But I knew it was a chance to double back, be in St. Croix, reevaluate some things, and try again. Especially with just astrologically, with so many planets in retrograde, and us being in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, and me being a Gemini ruled by Mercury. If you know about that, okay. If you don't, having to tread lightly. Trust God's Timing was the chapter she was on. Okay? So she's growing weary, so she closes her book, and then I see the title of the book that says Delayed But Not Denied. And I love it. I love it. And I'm grateful. And I've booked wheelchairs for both flights so the planes don't leave me. Made both flights, and I had another mix-up. Maybe miscommunication, maybe divine intervention. Okay, so you see how you got to be flexible with how you think and not being so prone to our learned behavior of panic. But my ride fell through. My ride to pick me up from the airport. Could have been a misunderstanding, but at the same time, you know, I've been of service to so many people, and I've spent so much time in other spaces that I'm just grateful to finally be of my own energy. I didn't even want to go home. I didn't want to bother anyone. Granted, I made a couple calls, but to no avail. And thank goodness, because it was late by the time I got in. I'll say 11 p.m. So thankful for those that did not answer the phone, because I was able to I was just so tired. I didn't want to trek. I just wanted to be still. And I was able to wake up in the airport fine. I have my belongings, my baggage was here from my first trip. My baggage had made it, but I missed the flight, but I was able to still retrieve my baggage. Everything I need is with me. And as I woke up this morning, stretching, doing yoga, being able to realign my bones, nevertheless my mind, spirit, body, I'm just grateful to be where I am. I'm grateful to be home, where I was born, Tampa, but I'm also grateful to be home. You know, in my body, not having to go somewhere, not needing the creature comforts of a bed and things like that. No, so long as I have somewhere to charge my phone, somewhere to maybe prop up my feet, and these eyelids are going to close, okay? And I woke up so refreshed, because I'm not being pushed or pulled in the various directions with the many distractions that are beckoning for our attention. You think money is a commodity? No, your mind and your attention is a commodity right now. You better check the hours. You better clock the hours that you use or that you attribute to being in your phone, being here, being there, and to what expense, to whose expense, to what avail. You know, so I'm back. I say all that to say I'm back. It's been a while as far as creating content, impromptu, not editing videos, because I'm just very on the spot whenever I'm called to share a message. The ability to be able to pull it from within, as within, so without. You know, the ability to be able to vocalize it and share it, that's the gift. And in my case, that's the gift of gab. So wanting you all to just be mindful, be aware, shift your thoughts. You're responsible for your thoughts, your mental health. You know, if you're consulting a counselor or a professional, that's all they're doing is redirecting your thoughts to a healthier space. And if it's really their calling, they'll redirect you back to you. They're not just a listening ear, but their counsel, their advisory will be of substance. be of substance. So I had to pivot my thoughts on so many occasions. Even when I missed my first flight, I saw the junction in my mind where it's just like, I'm getting upset. Do I want to get upset? And I was like, nah, I'd rather not. I think I've graduated from being so consumed, especially as a female, as a feminine energy, being so consumed and overwhelmed by our emotions and immersed in them. So once you conquer them, you dip your toe in the water being representative of emotion. You learn to stay grounded. Stay grounded. And do not leave your luggage unattended. So just wanted to share the last 24 hours. Even when I arrived here and once I realized my ride fell through, I'm perusing. Sometimes you just have to follow your intuition. I'm perusing the airport and there's a Walmart bag full of Nutri-Grain bars. You could tell that someone couldn't take it on a flight, couldn't fit it or something. But the divine was definitely like, take it. Here, take it. Doesn't matter if you're not, take it. So even where I sat to kind of rest my eyes, I could kind of see the name of my travel business, Starship Success. Minus, I just saw Starship on the banner and I was just like, wow, how divine is this? Just where you choose to sit, where you choose to be matters. Being in the right place at the right time, in the right mindset. Once those three aligned, you're free. And I'm just grateful for the freedom to choose. The freedom to choose not to be in someone's space. The freedom to choose to stay the night at the airport. The freedom to choose to make content. The freedom to choose to peruse Tampa and consider putting down roots and buying real estate here or not. The freedom to choose my thoughts and the direction of thinking, being, existing. And the people who are the person who's in my corner. And the people who present themselves just from me wanting to go get some hot water from Starbucks so that I can drink my own tea. And the people who are drawn to me simply because of my energy, my divine energy. I'm in my element, I'm in my prime, and I wanted to begin to make archival record, keep travel log of my travels and just life going forward as I start from zero or as I embark on a new beginning. I want to share certain parts of it with you all. All the rest of the parts are for me. I've earned those things that I have exclusively earned. You might get snapshot shorts of it, but I'm here to translate, to be a minister of mental health, minister of information, a minister of mystery. I'm here to go ahead and step into and walk in my purpose as a high priestess, as a divine feminine, as a vessel, as a catalyst to those of you seeking, and doing what I can to ensure that you find your way as I have. So thank you for your time. Thank you for those who have commented, followed with the few videos that I do have. Thank you for finding your way. I'm gonna do better to share whenever I have a message on my heart, mind, and or spirit. I'll do my best to share, but that's all for now. Man, when I tell you, I'm looking at the light in the photo and how I'm definitely in my crown chakra. I've definitely done the work to transcend the human condition and to allow Kundalini energy, creative sexual energy, to erect my spine and enlighten all my chakras up until the point of my crown. So continue doing the work. Those who are just naturally good-willed, keep doing the work. Keep following your spirit. It pays off. You hear about karma a lot, and we don't hear enough about dharma, good karma that reaps upon those who sow good and continue to do good. So if good is in you, keep doing good. Until next time, take care of yourselves. For me, not just for you, for me. Ta-ta.